Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Resellers Retreat with Tina and Dani. So glad y'all are here. I see Veronica, Angie. Yo, yo, yo. Angie's here. Hey, Angie. Zoe's here. Hello, Zoe. So glad y'all popped in. Hope you're having a happy Friday. Mine has been crappy, I'm going to tell you now, but I'm pushing through and tomorrow's the weekend. So glad about that.
Oh, yes. Looking forward to Saturday.
Oh, seriously. Do you have any plans for Saturday?
Working in my office.
All of us, whenever somebody at my 9 to 5 says, "Ooh, what are your plans this weekend?" I'm like, I'm just going to go work on my business. Like every weekend, unless I'm out of town, I'm working,
Exactly.
Fun.
Well, it's fun here. If I get the notification that I made a sale, it's fun.
Oh, hey, that is fun when you get that little note. Thank you, Veronica. I got it at Amazon for like $30. I love it.
It was gorgeous. I really like it.
I do too. I see something like Grandma has one, the little neon lights that say your name on there.
I love that.
I was like, I want one of those. I have to totally get one. So, anybody have plans this weekend? Love to hear about it. I wanted to ask a few questions to the chat room today. What do you do with your shipping? Everybody here is a reseller. Do you offer free shipping, discounted shipping? Do you only offer free shipping on certain platforms? Let us know. I go back and forth on it. I mostly do not pay for shipping.
I do not like free shipping.
Yeah, I don't either. It hurts me. I can't do. Well, when I looked at my stats from last year when I was going over my taxes, I was like, oh my gosh, I am putting so much money into shipping. Like this is costing me a lot. So
exactly.
Like, I got to make some changes.
Unless it has to be a really great sale. I mean, it has to be over 100, it just depends on the item.
Same here. I do. If it's over 100, 125, I'll offer free shipping. And that's about it. I feel like they deserve it. Oh, Veronica, yes. You're going to try to survive motherhood. I understand that. I'm trying to survive that my daughter is out of town right now and I'm freaking out. Like I'm texting her every day. How's it going? Are you eating everything you should? And being the helicopter mom. Oh,
I'm right there.
Let me go back one. My daughter-in-law turns 30 and my son's home from the Marines. That's awesome, Grandma. I'm so glad to hear that. So giant, huge family thing at our favorite bar. Oh my gosh, that sounds so fun. I hope you are going to post on Instagram some photos from that, our party. We want to see. I'm excited for your son to be back. It's super exciting. So glad he's home.
Amazing.
Yeah. And Veronica says, I do free shipping on Macari, but only because it's such a PETA to do it otherwise over there. Pain in the beep. Yeah. Veronica, I used to do free shipping all the time on Macari. And then when they changed the shipping fees, I stopped. I just went across the board and took off the free shipping. And my sales are the same, which means I'm lucky to get a sale once a day over there. Nobody. I have yet to meet anybody that sells a lot of stuff on Macari. Oh my gosh. I don't know anybody that does. If you make more than one sale a day on Macari, please make a comment. I want to know what you're doing. Maybe it's the free shipping. I don't know. Grandma says, I don't ever pay for shipping unless the item goes for more than $150. I totally agree. Yes. And then my high dollar items, I offer free shipping. Definitely. Hi, Restyle Secrets. Oh my gosh, we haven't chatted for a while. On Poshmark, I only discount shipping if Poshmark makes me. I understand the whole, you want to make an offer, discount the shipping. On eBay, I charge $4.99, $5.99, $7.99, or use calculated priority, never free. I know some people like to do the like a set charge for shipping on eBay. I typically just put whatever, but that's why I'm asking. I've been toying around with the idea of setting a price, like you said, $7.99 if it's a certain amount, if it sells for 50 or over, whatever, or $5.99 if it's 50 or over, whatever, like a set price per purchase price. And I've been thinking about that. I'm really going back and forth on it. I do not offer free shipping or discounted shipping on Facebook Marketplace. Grandma says, your grandma's doing cake stands this weekend. Yes. I sent pictures, proof. We want proof. We want to see it on Instagram. Well, I know you're going to put it on there.
If there's no pictures, then it didn't happen.
Exactly. How do we know? Maybe they never went to the party. I just don't want to weigh my items from Mercari. Yeah. And if the buyer pays shipping, you can't change it after. Yeah, I went through that like a month ago. Somebody bought an item and I misread my information on the weight. And I had to literally go back and refund her item, message her about it and say, can we try this again? I have to change the shipping. Because when I took it to the post office, I said, hey, can I just pay the difference? Like it was $2. Can I just add postage? No, you cannot. Found that out. So you have to make sure it's right. Now, what I do for weight, when I do my photos, which you guys know is my worst favorite thing in the world, I also put it on my digital scale and I weigh on the scale and I take a picture of that with each item. So when I go to list, I can see what it weighs and then I know what the boxes and the poly mailers weigh like nothing. So I can kind of estimate when I'm listing what it's going to weigh. But Mercari did get me that one time. I was like, oh my gosh. I'll hold your weight. Zoe, you're so helpful. See, what a helper. What a helper. Oh my gosh. I think I had like 4 to 5 Mercari sales a week lately. Wow. But I've been busting my behind trying to cross list it all. Yeah. Mercari just moves so slow. I think eventually they're going to get more of a buyer base. And I think we're going to see a jump in sales then. But for now, it's really here and there, hit and miss. Zoe chat, I'm pretty old. You'll have to hold my everything. Here and there. Too funny. She'll give it a shot, she says. Hi, Heidi. Long time. Yeah, I haven't seen Heidi in a long time either. You uploaded a video, Dani? Boy, you're multitasking.
No, my internet is just slow.
Oh, with the storm, huh? Yeah.
Right.
You've had some crazy stormy weather.
I've been trying.
Yeah. Pay-per-view. Well, you might as well get paid while you're having fun. So Heidi says, my charges are based on weight. I make money on shipping every sale. Sometimes pennies, something's $1. Okay. All right. Okay.
Right.
Makes sense.
Right.
That works for
That's
you.
smart. Exactly.
Yeah. The flat shipping on eBay and guesstimate. Yeah, that's what I'm considering trying, the flat fee for shipping. Veronica says, I don't want to go back and weigh all my stuff. I don't blame you. It's a pain. Mercari ebbs and flows for me, feast or famine. Yeah, because I can go a couple days with like barely even a like on there. And I'm like, hello, people. I list on there every day. Buy my stuff.
Right.
Just buy it.
It's the same stuff that's on Poshmark and it's cheaper that way because I can offer more of a discount.
I know. I tell people all the time, if they're like trying to lowball me and going back and forth, what's your best price and all that in Poshmark? I said, look, the same items on my Facebook Marketplace, look it up. Get it for cheaper. I can give you a better price. I mean, that's the best I can do. So. Which microphone do you use? It's a JLab. That's what I'm using. I got it from Best Buy. It was like $30 or something, I think. Guesstimate. Same for me. Yes. I had a buyer ask for less shipping today, $2. I figured it's less fees. So the buyer wanted less than $2 shipping on eBay. By the way, you guys, Angie sells mostly on eBay, I think, is what she's selling on. She does a lot of like vintage and collectibles. She has a channel on here, so check her out. And yeah, that's, I I don't know what it is with everybody's wanting this free shipping. Like when I was on Facebook the other day, someone messaged and said, well, since I have to pay for shipping too, would you reduce the price $7? And I'm like, well, that's the shipping cost. So what's the point? No.
Basically, they want free shipping.
They want the free, and they complain about it. And I'm like, okay, here's my take on free shipping, you guys. Whenever I buy something online from anywhere, for myself, for my family, whatever, I know I'm going to pay a shipping fee, right? Like it's a given, unless it's Prime on Amazon, which basically you do pay for that too, if you think about it, because you pay an annual fee. Otherwise, I know going in, the price I see is not the bottom price because there could be a sales tax and there could be a shipping. And so I'm like, you guys, it's not that big of a deal. Like you should be used to it by now. We all shop online.
Exactly. I agree.
Bad reseller. Hi, Angie. Oh, she didn't. Okay. She didn't want priority mail. Oh, okay. So she said, could you reduce the shipping and just like try to send it first class or something like that? Interesting. Well, Veronica, you could start weighing and eventually, some things we learn just by sight, like we know how much they're going to weigh, like a t-shirt's going to be less than a pound or, right. But yeah. Yep. Nothing is free. Nothing is free. Do you want to weigh my 1,000 items for me? Okay. By the way, since you said 1,000, everybody put your number in the room. How many items do you have actively listed right now? Active listings only. Ooh. I know mine, I just checked.
I don't know.
Mine is 954 active.
Let's see.
So people need to come buy this stuff.
I am behind. I'm about to check my seller insight. I have no idea.
Oh, I love seller insight. Yeah, that's how I just found out because I just checked it the other day and I was like, wow, that's a lot.
I only have 474.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe you're selling so fast that it's going right out the door. That's great.
I don't know about all that.
That's what we want to think, right? I'm so glad you popped in, Kelly. I love Kelly. She's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
She's just like my aunt. I swear, she just reminds me of my aunt. It's hilarious. Veronica says 985 active. You've got me beat, Veronica, by a few.
Oh, wow.
Heidi says 700 eBay, about 40 on Poshmark. Oh, so Heidi, you mostly sell on eBay then? And what are you selling on eBay? Let us know.
Oh, yes. 1,200 plus.
That's right. I remember Zoe said that the other day. I have 1,200 plus on Poshmark and only 471 on Mercari. I only started cross listing a couple months ago. Okay.
Zoe, that's awesome.
That's dedication. That's a lot of hard work.
Mm-hmm.
1134 for Kelly. Kelly, you're almost up to Zoe's number.
Oh, yes. You guys are goals.
350, but right now I'm on vacation mode. I don't blame you, Grandma. I would be on vacation mode too.
Yes.
Holy cow.
My thoughts exactly, Veronica.
Yeah, I agree with you, Veronica. I like to keep it under 1,000 because I'm like, okay, these things need to be going out the door as quick as I'm listing them. A reseller's dream, right? But that's where I'd like to be. It gives me anxiety. Yeah. So that's all you have she is very devoted to her business. 75 to list. I have easily 500, between 500 to 600 things to list. And I still have 3 boxes on their way here because like I source online and I have a death pile and I like it. I still do it. I never learn. I
see dollar signs in my money pile.
That's how I see it. I know that's potential money. I just need to get it listed. If only I could like pay someone like in peanuts or almonds to do all that for me.
Wouldn't it be nice?
That would be lovely. I would love that. Oh my gosh. Mostly clothes on eBay. Okay. A few random collectibles and games and textiles. Interesting. Okay. Because I've seen Heidi unbox some clothing boxes before. So that makes sense. Okay. 186 for Angie. But Angie, you've been you've been reselling for like 3 months now, right? So you're relatively new in the game. That's a really good number for 3 months. Tell me your unlisted number so we can calculate your DPI. Ooh, gosh. I would hate to even start sourcing through all them boxes and trying to figure out a number. Easily 500, easily. No question. If we're not counting what's in my storage unit that's like outside of here. I would like to list 10 a day, but I only source 1 to 2 times a week, and it is hard to have the inventory for it. I don't keep a huge death pile anymore. Bless your heart, Zoe. Oh my gosh. I need more time. If they could just add like an extra hour, so it'd be 25 hours a day, that would be great. I need more time for this. I just cannot catch up.
I need discipline.
I do too. I feel like I work on my stuff all the time, but can't keep up. I want to mention Zoe real quick, you guys. Zoe chat. I just want to ask you guys, send her some love. Go sub to her channel, please. You can just open another window real quick, put in Zoe chat, and you'll find her. She'll pop right up. She is awesome. I would love to see her numbers grow because she deserves it. She's dedicated. She creates new content consistently. I think she is hilarious, if you can't already tell from the chat. So if you're not already following her, please go give her some sub love from one reseller to the next. That would be awesome. I just want to recognize her because she is really just dedicated.
I saw that haul today. That Bowden dress was gorgeous.
I haven't watched it yet. It's my watch list.
Yeah, I was about to comment, and then it started storming, so I had to put my phone down. But I'm gonna go back and comment. But I love that dress, Zoe.
I love Bowden. I do pick it up. If it looks modern enough, I'll pick it up because, there's a big following. So why not? Might be a sale. Grandma says, yes, I just thrifted for 2 days straight last week and twice was the bins. Oh, you poor woman. I have about 400 items in totes that need to be processed and listed. Oh boy, I know about that. And they're just sitting there looking at you like, when you going to get to me? Death pile index. Love it. Love it. Oh, yeah. I want to create a death pile. You don't need a million listings to make good sales if you have desirable items. That is a really good point, too. You're right. If you're sourcing the right stuff, somebody's going to come around and want it. I kind of feel that way about my vintage stuff. Like, I know when I list it, it's not going to sell immediately. Sometimes it sells fast, and most of the time it's going to sit. And that buyer that's looking for is going to come in and swoop it. And I'm just patient, very patient.
I'm happy. I'm very grateful when I see something that I've had for a while go out the door. I'm like, bye.
Oh, my gosh. What a feeling, right?
Yes.
Like, please take it. I'll give you a great deal. Just take it.
Are you going to lowball me on that? Sure, you can have it.
Yes, you can. That's how, if I give into a lowball offer, I am sick and tired of seeing this thing in my bins. Like, here you go. It's better than zero. Have it.
Exactly.
Veronica says, I just filmed a bins haul with 35 items, have a ThredUp box with 10, probably 20 more from recent thrift trips, and a bunch of photographed but not listed. Oh, boy.
Let's see, Veronica. I have a phone full of pictures. I just haven't listed it.
Yeah, they all need to go up, right? It takes time. It's not like you just go, oh, there's a picture of that cute shirt. Click, it's done. I mean, we have to research, do comps, make sure we look for stock photos, that kind of thing. It actually takes quite a bit of time.
Honestly, the research is what takes me so long.
Me too. Yeah, because it's a matter of clicking buttons, but you want to make sure you're pricing it right. And, what's the response going to be? Average listed per week divided by unlisted items. Ooh, weeks to list equals weeks to list it all. How many weeks do you want?
Oh my gosh.
Average listed per week divided by. So my average listings per week is 60, I'd say. Off and on. Somewhere around, average is around 60. And how many weeks? I'd like for it to be 2 weeks, but that's not. That's not realistic. Let's go with let's say 15 weeks and see what we come up with. Zoe, are you full time? Good question. I've never heard you discuss it, Zoe. I'd like to know that too. I am full-time, but not by choice. Okay, there's the answer. Yes, that dress made me so happy. Green is my jam. I love green. Whenever I pick up something green, it's so popular. It must be a really big color right now. I've noticed that, like green purses, wallets, shoes, anything. And red jeans for some reason sell well for me. I don't know why.
I hadn't tried that red jeans, but it's coming to the fall.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. And maybe we could give our squad a thumbs up tonight. Am I right? Yes. Don't forget to hit the like button, please. It helps us so more people can find our chat and be around just greatness, like all these amazing resellers. We want them to know about it. Yes. Interesting. Want to be one of my next reseller interviews, Zoe? Oh, that would be great. I would definitely do that. That's good. That's good. I can pretty much find ordinary items. Yeah, that's me too. Where I live, small town. I always say, like, find what's the gold mine in your area. So for me, I can find vintage all day long because I live in a retirement community. I can get Western wear because it's a rural town. So those are the things I know I can source outdoors wear, like, Columbia. I got that all day long, that kind of stuff. Lots of Cabela's around here, that kind of thing. But yeah, the higher end items, not a chance. Not going to find it where I live. People are like, no way. The struggle is really, yes, it is.
But honestly, I think it was it Glamour on the. I feel like my internet is slow, but I think Glamour said on the live the other day, it's not necessarily about the designer. Sometimes it's just she'd rather have a regular item that sells quickly than designer that sits for a while.
I agree. Here's how I see it. I love the fast flip. That's my love. So that's what I try to source. Which, by the way, if you guys are sourcing from backstock.com, you know how sad I am about that. But anyway, that's other drama. But I used to source in there all the time, just that bread and butter type item, and it would flip so fast. It was in and out before I could even inventory and put it in a bin. But I also do, source for luxury items. And what I've been doing is primarily putting those on Tradesy, which has really been doing well for me lately. I'm so excited about that. So I have my higher end stuff on Tradesy, my vintage on Etsy and eBay, and then I have the rest of the goods on Poshmark. Just kind of split it up a little bit. So that's a good point. I agree with that. I'm trying to list while watching, but I'm in here chatting. Yeah, it makes it kind of hard. I have 7 more things from my Goodwill haul today still to list. Yeah, so Zoe is on it. Speaking of which, shameless plug, I uploaded another reseller interview earlier today if y'all want to save that for later. So are you doing lives, Veronica, or just recorded interviews? Or I don't know how I'm missing that. I haven't seen that, but I'm going to go look now on your channel. I want to see it. Who did you interview? I sold 2 Play-Dohs for the first time this week, and I did pretty well. I will definitely try it again, but they don't have any appointments to sell available in July. Oh, wow. I love getting cash in hand real time. Yeah, it's so nice to take it to your Play-Dohs or whatever, resale consignment place that you have. What I like to do is just get the store credit and then go buy the items that I know good darn and well I am not going to pay that kind of price for. But I'm like, if I have credit, I'll buy it, but I'm like, I would not. No, I'll thrift it. I'm not paying that. But yeah, that's such a good way to get rid of older inventory, stale inventory that's just sitting there looking at you. Multiply unlisted items by average cost of goods. Okay. Zoe saw it. I don't want to sit on designer for 6 months when I can sell some busted knee overalls in 2 days. Totally feel you on that. Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd say 75% of my closet that I have is just quick sell stuff, fast flip. I want to see it get in and out. As soon as I say no more vintage, I sell something vintage. That's so funny. I just love selling vintage. I really do. I love it. And when someone buys it, I'm like, oh, goodness, they're going to love this.
It's something about the quality of vintage pieces.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely. Especially like handbags, the vintage handbags. That's why people are like running all over the place looking for these vintage Coach handbags because the quality is great on
Oh
them.
yes, you can tell the difference for sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's recorded. Great. As part of my going full time. Ooh, yeah, I gotta watch this because I want to know. You got to spill the tea. Like I want to know about this. Are you going to go full time? Because I know Veronica teaches. So that's an interesting question. I want to know this. This week
Yes,
I talked with Ashley Wheeler.
I'm about to add that to my watch later.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think I've ever met or talked with Ashley Wheeler. So I'll have to go watch it. Sometimes I have major envy watching other resellers with high SPs, but that stuff doesn't move as fast for me. And I'm a big fan of the fast cash. I try to have a mix. Same here. Try to have a mix. That happens with t-shirts for me. Nothing than like 10 sales. That's how I feel about t-shirts. I'm like, I'm not picking those up anymore. They're sitting too long. I have to sell them for cheap to get them to move. And then someone comes in and buys a bunch of them. I'm like, okay, well, I will. Oh, vintage silk robe for $97. Wow.
That's nice.
Oh, what a flip. That is it's just so big right now. Vintage everything.
Oh, yes.
My Coach twin.
Well, restyles, that vintage robe was the Victoria's Secret.
I know vintage Victoria's Secret is really big right now.
I love it. Every time I find it, I keep it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You'll have to wait and see. Oh, she won't tell us the teach won't give it up. But I have a whole playlist, interviews, vlogs. Oh, that's awesome. I will be watching it. I'm going to hit the notification bell on your stuff, Veronica, but I think I already have it on there. But I'm going to go check because that way I'll know whenever you release something. Ashley has like 1 million children and is a successful reseller. She's awesome. What is her name on here on YouTube? Is it Ashley? Because I'm not. I'd like to know. I don't think I've ever heard of her before. I'll film an update on my full-time versus part-time contemplations soon. Okay. Days to sell is way more useful to share than cost of goods, right? I don't know.
You know what? I think so. Because if you think about it, how long, it depends. If you want fast, how long you want to hold on to it. But that's a great point. I never thought
it's a really good point. Yeah. How long do you want things sitting in your closet? Like my good friend Miss Hall Diggs says, this is not a storage unit. I use that phrase all the time. This is not a storage unit. And I yell that to my bins full of clothing. Y'all got to get up out of here. I'm tired of looking at you.
Like time to go meet someone else.
Yes. Go show some love to somebody else. Okay. Ashley Wheeler of 8. Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. 8.
Sell-through rate is my new focus. I guess that's really smart, Zoe. For me, I basically look at my net profits, and on the Seller Insight, you probably know this, Dani, that you can see what every day you can check, and it shows your average profit per sale. It'll show your revenue per sale and your profit per sale. And that's what I'm always looking at, my bottom line, because I want to see that number go up. I'm like around $14 right now. I really want it to be around 15 per sale, once you take off the cost of goods and everything. So we'll see. It was made in British Hong Kong. Wow.
Oh, that's unique.
Yeah, you just never know what you're going to find. And obviously, if you're looking for vintage, thrift stores or yard sales, definitely. That's 8 more kids than I can handle right now. That's a lot. It takes a real patient person for that. I'll tell you, bless her heart. It's amazing to be a reseller and have that many children.
I only have 1 and I can't manage to work with him.
1 is a lot. My daughter's 15, but when I hear people that are resellers talk about their young ones, like you, Dan, you got a young one. I'm like, bless your heart, because I can't imagine thinking back when my daughter was younger, she was a handful. I can't even imagine, like trying to do all this. And no, put it down. Don't touch that. Put it away. Stop. Get out.
My son helps me. Let me say he helps me.
Right. Kid help. Yeah, I get it. Have you guys seen Yinzer Flipper? He does his YouTube channel with his kids, so they go sourcing together. I mean,
Oh,
even some of the kids sell their own items. I think it's the cutest thing
that's
ever.
amazing.
I love it. And I love that he's
to do
getting,
that.
yeah, right. Like I love that he's incorporating the kids and making it a family thing.
Mm-hmm.
I take my daughter thrifting with me all the time, and she'll help me pick up things. I'll be like, should you pass on that or should you keep it? Yeah, I'm trying to teach her, what you can pick and what you should pick. I use seller insights too, but sell-through rate is important to me. And I have definitely learned a lot about what to pick up better now, but I still make mistakes and have stuff sit same. I still make mistakes all the time. We hone in on our skill and we get better as we go, right?
Mm-hmm.
My kid is turning 5. The struggle. Oh, it's so hard. It's hard to watch him get older. It breaks my heart. I'm just like, no. He crashed my unboxing video earlier. So that should make for fun edits. That's awesome. Gotta love it.
If you listen to some of my videos, you will hear my son in the background. I just leave it.
Hey, why not? It's real life, right?
Exactly.
You're a mom. Yeah. If you can flip 4 into 20 fast, you can reinvest and make more money than flipping 4 into 50 slowly. That is true. That's, investment money. The Yinzers are awesome. Yes, they are. Yes. So I want to ask you guys about something. How many people in here have been sourcing or have sourced from backstock.com? Because I've made several videos in the past. I no longer obviously promote them at all, but I know Glamaw has in the past as well. But in case you don't know, they are no longer a business apparently. They just went completely silent and left a lot of people's orders unfulfilled, which is not cool. So I had 1.5 orders. I had a partial order and 1 full order that they have not filled yet. And this is from way back in like April. So I'm not happy. Oh, that's right, Veronica. I remember that you were also buying stuff from Backstocks. We were both addicted to it at the same time. But oh man, I'm so mad about it. So I went on Better Business Bureau and actually filed a claim because I've tried to contact them every which way possible and they don't answer their social media or nothing. And I filed a claim and said, I want my refund. I want my stuff back. You can't take someone's money and not give them the product. So I'll keep everybody updated on what happens with that. Saying he tried to break my office door down with his toy truck during my interview with Ashley. At some point, I was like, give me a sec so I can yell at my child. Right? Sometimes they just need a realignment, There's a little something there.
I say leave it.
You just let him go. He's good. I haven't tried Backstock yet. It just never appealed to me. Oh my gosh. I have made so many sales on items I got from Backstock. I mean, they have high-end stuff too. I bought tons of Kate Spade sunglasses. Everything's brand new. I flipped them for $110 and bought them for $30 on there. I mean, it's a great profit and they would go fast. Everything goes fast flip. It's not like garbage closeout stuff. It's like stuff people are looking for. So all the Ava and Viv, the Target brands would flip so quick and then they just ghosted. Glamaw says they just sent me 2 orders. Weird. Really? How strange. So maybe they are still there. I'm wondering if they don't have enough employees. I mean, if you guys are hearing like everybody's talking about they don't have enough staff, maybe that's what's going on. But at minimum, my thing is like, let somebody know, like let your customers know that are waiting. Hey, sorry, we haven't forgotten about you. We're just, understaffed or whatever the situation is. Any kind of communication goes a long way. Like just tell me. I would wait patiently, but say something. That is bizarre. Veronica says, I just got an email last week. Refer a friend. Yeah. Hilarious. No, not happening. I want to make a video with kids screaming and dogs barking and sirens and just pretend like nothing is happening. Sadly, I don't have those things. I have a Chihuahua you could borrow, Heidi. She yaps and yaps. I don't know where she's at. She must be into something because she's really quiet. Usually you might hear her like bark in my background.
Well, you know what? If we all go live, she can have all the noise from everybody's background.
That's true. That's true. Sirens and motorcycles. So funny. Oh yeah, I got so much swimwear from them. It was so disappointing when they went south. I remember we were buying at the same time, Grandma, all the swimwear, and oh man, did that stuff sell really well.
Yeah, you guys got some great items.
Oh, we got really good stuff. And I was like, keep it coming. I mean, I put in an order every week or so, you know. Not only that, though, people did pay for a membership with them, like $60 or whatever it was. So if you're not going to be able to, you know, give people their orders, like at minimum, give them their membership money back. I don't know.
Exactly.
The membership fee. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Pass. My youngest is 39 and feeds herself. One day, Heidi, I will be there. Oh, I just want to buy an RV and travel the world. Seriously, like
me
all over the country.
too.
Yes,
well, I want to buy one so I can travel and shop.
Yep. There's a what is her name? It's Nikki something, and she sells mostly on Amazon, but a little bit on eBay. And she actually did that. She bought an RV and she goes all
amazing
and flips. And she's like,
I would love to do that.
You know, doesn't that sound like a great retirement plan? That sounds age appropriate. Yeah, it really does. Y'all are so generous. You can file a complaint with the district attorney in the county they operate in. They will look into it if they receive enough complaints. That is true. It probably would move faster than the Better Business Bureau. And they live in this, they're in the same state as I am. I'm in Arizona, they're in Phoenix. So I should probably look into that. Oh, a private seller. Okay.
Oh, wow.
It's just weird, like just to go completely ghost. And the website's still up. People are still buying stuff on there. And I don't think they know that they're not fulfilling orders. I see, you know how you'll log on and you'll see such and such from Maine just bought this item. And I'm like, oh my gosh, people are still buying this stuff.
That's terrible.
It's bad business. It's bad business. 38 and try to feed myself. We do what we can. We do what we can. I've never purchased bulk other than one ThredUp 25 item box during lockdown. Oh, wow.
I love it. I think I'm addicted.
Yeah, I buy a lot. I found a lot of different wholesale liquidation companies now that I'll just go spend like $200. Like I'm going to film one tomorrow of a new company I found, you know, and, but as long as the items sell well and I make a nice flip, I'm good with it. I'm good. But I hate long car trips, so maybe I can buy a plane. Do they sell those in Poshmark? They probably sell them on eBay, actually.
I've seen a washing machine on Poshmark, so maybe.
Really? Oh my gosh, a washing machine. I think that's over the 5-pound limit, though.
I think so.
I think so. My mom has a fantasy about RV travel. I keep trying to convince her it isn't as glamorous as she thinks, and that if you don't tow a car, you can't park in RVs anymore. That part is very true. Yeah. I just have this idea that I could be like the National Lampoon family, you know, and just take a vacation across the country and in a lovely RV. Of course, it has to be luxurious, but
comfortable.
Of course. Maybe best layer. Maybe. I have ordered from Jomar in ages because I had a funky experience, but they do have some good boxes and some bad ones. Mm-hmm. That is so true. Oh my gosh. I have a video dropping tomorrow morning actually from Jomar. It was a Top Shop in Zara box, which I was like, oh, this is awesome. This is so me. These brands sell really well for me. I've got to pick this one up. And I got it, and it did say 25 items of new with tags or new without tags or slightly used, gently used. So I knew that going in. And there were probably like 2 actual new with tags items. I think I took 4 of those items to Goodwill because they had material snags and they weren't repairable. So I was not happy about that. With what you pay for their boxes and the ridiculous shipping price, if I'm spending over $100, I expect some items that I can resell in that box. So you're right, Jomar on and off. I had an amazing Revolve line and dot box that has been selling really well, but it was all new with tags. So I thought, maybe if I just stick to the new with tags boxes from Jomar, I'd be safer because the new with tag stuff is great. But I want to source used items, you know, so It's hard. It's rough. What are you gonna do about it? I don't know. You really just don't know with Jomar. I've seen cars and tires. I have no clue how they do that. Yeah, I wonder if it's still for sale. Glamping.
Exactly.
Oh, Veronica, did you have a bad experience with Jomar also? Because I've had 50-50, good and bad, and it just makes me nervous about trying again. Now, I had a bad experience with B&G Trading. Has anybody bought
Yes,
anything
I
from
was just
there?
about to say that I will never buy from them again, ever.
Same. Yeah. Yeah. And I've seen a lot of resellers on YouTube open up terrible boxes from there. But some people swear by them and really like B&G Trading. I'm like, nah.
I think it
No
depends
thanks.
on the person and what sells for them. For me,
Yeah.
the items were new with tag. It's just the brands are oversaturated, and you can't,
Oh,
because of the cost of the box, it made the cost of goods too high to really make any profit. So it wasn't worth
makes
it.
sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. I just, I don't like getting items that clearly were on a dusty, dirty floor and they still have the hairballs and dust balls on them. And I'm like, what is this? So weird. Sounds more like my thing.
I'm with you, Glamour and Veronica. Glamping.
Definitely the glamping. Jomar shipping is serious. I love the free thread up shipping on $70 plus boxes. Yeah, that is nice. Oh, in the winter. Oh, yeah. I never thought about the winter version. That Primo box sampler that we all did the collab on, that was a pretty good box.
Right. I
would
order that one again. I did like that one.
Yeah. I would too. I'd give them time to get, I was thinking about that the other day. I want to let them get new inventory because they pull from all the different inventory they have at the time. So I was like, I would try that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Marcy. So glad you're here. Glad you popped in. I'd so much rather do the treasure hunt and not spend money and hope for the best. Yeah. I'm a sucker. I'm just a sucker for it. But when I source online wholesale liquidation, I choose every single item, and it takes me hours to do an order because I'm comparing prices. What can I sell it for? What kind of profit is in it for me? But mystery boxes, yeah, it's fun.
I like the surprise. Sometimes
it's fun.
Sometimes it's not.
Yeah. And just think, if we get a box with a bunch of garbage in it, we can complain about it. That's kind of like, it's kind of awesome. I can go on, trash them on YouTube and be like, this garbage they sent me, it's horrible. They could do better.
Of course.
Gives me a reason to complain.
You would never do that.
No, I wouldn't. I would not. No, only the good stuff. Grandma, I got a Primo box and still have 65% of it sitting, and I ordered it in the winter. And there was a bunch of swim and sunglasses. How bizarre. A lot of new tags, but not much sold. Interesting. Very interesting.
You just never know sometimes.
Yeah, you do not know. I've never done B&G. I didn't feel comfortable buying from them, and I tend to go with my instincts. Smart move, because
I was going to say smart.
We got burned.
Yes.
But you know how they have that subscription box? Like they have a monthly subscription box. It's supposed to be like designer. And I know a lot of people that record it online that they buy every month. And I'm just going, you love that? I would be furious if I got that,
I was just about to say that. I was like, I hadn't seen anything that I really thought were good or worth the cost.
Yeah. And they're just like, this is perfect. I can't wait for my next one. I'm like, girl, they just got you really good. But okay, if you're going to keep buying it. I don't know. ThreadUp has been good to me lately. Words I never thought I'd say. Oh, that's good news. I have to say the same. What about you? What about you, Dani?
They've been okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had some good ones lately. Now, probably 6 months ago, I thought I would never even buy one again. They were so bad. And then it's like they have the ebb and flow thing. They'll send out a bunch of good stuff. And then you're just kind of, that's why I watch other people unbox the ThreadUp, because I'm like, is it still good stuff? Should I back off?
Exactly.
Yeah, because you'll start seeing the bad stuff show up. Liquidation has a higher risk of saturation for sure, like retail arbitrage. Yeah, that's true. A lot of people say that, that you shouldn't do retail arbitrage and that kind of thing. I think you really have to be picky what you pick up. I will be on my phone in the store scanning, going through Sell Hound anything. I do not just buy anything, even if it looks cute. Like, I want to know what the comps are. Are there a lot of them listed? Like, you really have to be savvy. You have to be smart when you pick something up.
I was just about to say, to do retail arbitrage, you really need to be, I would do it if I was full-time, and you have to be knowledgeable about what's in style, the season. Yep. You have to be on top of fashion to be the first person to be out there with it. If not, you're not going to make any money.
So true. And I always say the biggest predictor is to look around at all the young folks and watch what they're wearing. Look at what they're picking up in stores. Like, that's how I always know, okay, this is the trend right now, and this is what I need to pick up. But yeah, I've made some great sales doing retail arbitrage, nice flips. But again, being very picky about what I'm going to pick up, because I don't want it just sitting here. It could just sit at Marshall's, you know. Nobody has time for all that now. I know, Veronica, you hit the ThredUp lottery. Wait till you see my shoebox. Oh, did you get a good shoebox, Veronica? I'm still listing from my last shoebox that you and I did, Dani. Remember we did that collab a long time ago? I still have about 25% of that box left that I have not listed, but the shoes have just been selling. And then I had a men's box right after that. Oh my gosh, it sold really well. Good stuff. You don't know. I've seen some terrible shoe boxes from ThredUp. Let's see. I list everything that is in sellable condition in my mystery boxes, and it helps me round out my listings with some cheaper stuff. Yeah. That I wouldn't pick up. That's true.
That's true.
If I can at least get a little something back, I'm happy. Wow, that's awful. I should break some legs over there. Uh-oh. We're seeing the aggressive Glamall come out. Oh gosh. I just sold a goofy maxi skirt I got in a pretty lousy Poshmark mystery box. Oh, say it ain't so. Don't get Dani started on those Poshmark reseller boxes now. That I never thought I would sell. So sometimes you just never know. That is true. I've seen some bad ones.
Yes, mine.
Yes, I saw yours. Yours is bad. I've seen some other ones that were just like, what were they thinking? I guess they were thinking you wouldn't be on YouTube. Showing what's in it. Angie says, I've been driving, but listening to you all, never heard of so many of these companies. Oh, hey, see, good resources. See? We share a lot. Grandma, you have no idea. Do the bulk unboxing videos do great for you on YouTube? Is that why some people do them? Just curious, not judging. Those are actually some of my highest performing videos. Was the 100 pounds or 200 pound ThredUp boxes? Those had a lot of views for me, and they are a pain to make. That's way too much clothes. It's so much stuff. I thought mine wasn't great, really.
I've seen some great ones. I don't know. I just have too much stuff already.
That's where I'm at. Yeah, I've done it. I would, if I was lower on inventory, it's a smart move because you're going to get some great brands. I've seen people get some stellar stuff in those boxes. Not me, other people. But you have to do it like in 4 parts or 3 parts, whatever. You really have to break it up because it's so much. After a while, it all looks the same. Hey, Marcy. Hey, Angie. Oh, man, I'm so sorry to hear that. Seriously, I haven't ordered from them since I did the collab with Tina and Dani. Yeah, that Primo box. I remember that. I thought that box was pretty good, though. You don't know what they're going to throw in there. My ThredUp unboxing videos get the most views by far. Same here. If it says ThredUp, people watch it.
Exactly.
You know? And I'm like,
my thrift hauls I always think my thrift hauls are better than my ThredUp boxes, but
you would think people want to know what you're picking up when you're in the store. Like, what do you look for? What do you source? You would think that would be a big one, but the ThredUp boxes are big. And I kind of wonder if it's because other people are sourcing there too. And like us, they want to know, are they sending out garbage? Are they sending out good stuff? Yeah, I would think so, because that's why I watch them.
Exactly. I binge watch ThredUp boxes.
Oh, yeah. I do, especially if it's one specific that I'm thinking of buying the next time it comes up. I'll go through and put that in the search bar and check it out. The girlies, as Ryan says. I have shoe envy already. Oh gosh, how often do you buy a box, Tina? Probably once a week or once every 2 weeks, which I should not be doing, but I do. When I see it come up, I'm like, here I am with my mouth. Should I? Yes, I'm doing it.
Yes,
Quick.
let's do it.
Just do it. Just do it. Oh,
And then as soon
Lordy.
as I finish, I'm like, why? Why, Dani? Why? I'm
Same
looking at
thing.
inventory. Why?
I
But then when
literally
it shows up-
chastise myself for it.
Yes, but when it shows up, I get excited like it's Christmas.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, goody, another box. I can't wait to open it.
Oh, yes.
I don't know what's so rewarding really about it. I think it's mostly like when you find a gold nugget, that is, and I've found many in my boxes, brands I've never heard of. And I go to photograph and list it. And I'm like, wait, what? The celebrities are wearing this right now and sell it for over $100 and it pays for the whole box. Those are the excitement things. Those are the things that keep me buying them.
Exactly. That's the moment that makes you want to keep buying.
Yes.
Plus, like I always say, I learned so many new brands. I love learning new things. And it's a good way to get stuff I would never find in my area.
These are brands I would just pass by in a thrift store because I don't know anything about them. And then you get it in a box. You're like, well, it's in good condition. Like Veronica said, or like Zoe was saying, it's resellable. So I'll put it up for a few bucks, whatever. And then you find out it's worth a lot of money.
Oh, yes.
And, I'll sit there and trash talk ThredUp. What kind of garbage is this? I've never heard of this, And then I go and list it later. I'm like, so by the way, guys, that was a great brand.
Or, you know what? I filmed the video and then I go research it. I'm like, what? This costs how much?
Because you found some crazy bolos. I know Grandma has had some really good bolos out thrifting too. Homework for Tina, put my channel on and get listing on that death pile.
Sounds good, Veronica. I will do that tomorrow.
That's a smart move. You're right. My son just came home from a party to pick up Jameson from our bar. Super Irish. Jameson. Weird and ugly stuff sells. I'm constantly shocked. So am I. It's weird.
Yes.
Yeah. Like that atrocious 1990s purse I had.
Well, I always tell my family. I always say, oh, yes. It's one of those things I always tell people. If it's ugly, it's going to sell.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Or if it's a really ugly blouse or dress, I'll put in the description art to wear or wearable art, something like that.
Wearable art.
Ooh, does it become popular? And I'm like, okay. All right, whatever works. But we're not cookie cutters. People have different styles. And if you look at people when you're out, in the city, a lot of people, it's a big thing that they want to stand out and look.
Want to be different.
Something. Yeah. The colored hair, all these things. We want to be noticed. So
I want to be comfortable.
I'm with you. It was hard for me to give up my sweats when it got warmer. I was like, oh man, I love being comfortable. Dani, I told you about my crap high-end accessory box. It was so sad. Oh, was that a ThredUp box?
Mm-hmm.
Accessory box? Really? Was it the
I think it's the Rent the Runway.
Rent the Runway. I have seen some bad ones that people have recorded, but I've seen some great ones too.
I love them. I haven't seen it in about 2-3 weeks, but that's my favorite box. I love it.
Yeah, I've been looking for that one too because I'm like, if I can get some nice handbags, I'm happy.
But most times one purse will cover the entire box.
You're right. Absolutely. The ThredUp boxes bring all the boys to the yard, kind of like the milkshake. Grandma, I am going to be stopping by your bar shortly. Oh boy. She's having all the fun.
As always.
I might do a men's box sometime. Love selling men's. I love selling men's too. I really do. I got my last one. I had like that Tumi luggage, like laptop carrier, which those things sell for a lot of money. Great shoes. And there's all kinds of accessories in there, which I wasn't expecting. I thought it would just be clothing, but a lot of men follow my closet because I sell a lot of Vans and that kind of thing too. But I love getting men's clothing, and we all know they're not as picky as our ladies are. Do I like that shirt? Yes. Click. There you go. They're not going to do there's some that lowball.
So there's some. I've had some.
But on my collectibles, they'll lowball. I'm like, pass me by.
Right.
Not happening. Grandma, I just bought a sweater with crochet Easter bunnies. Planning to get 50, and I bet you will. I bet you will. Those weird, ugly sweaters, especially like in the winter, the cardigans, like, you know how they do the cottage core, the grandma. I think the dad jeans are really big right now.
Oh, yes.
All that kind of thing. I'm like, I don't want to look like my grandma. I don't. But I guess it's a big thing.
It's a trend. I think like really a lot of the more petite young girls love the baggy jeans and the like grandma chic sweaters. I actually just found
the oversized.
I found one I love.
Yeah, I don't understand that. But I guess people don't understand the fashion of the 80s either. You know, it's just like, why were they doing that? You know, but it's a thing. My daughter was telling me last May, I dropped off for school. We were just talking about it. She's like, oh, Mom, those items you got, the sweaters are going to sell well. I was like, they're ugly. Who's going to buy them? She's like, wait till you drop me off at school. And I watched these kids, you know, walk into the classrooms wearing these grandpa, especially the boys, the grandpa sweaters and all that. And I was like, really? This is a thing? Okay. I'll pick it up.
Exactly. It sells. I'll pick it up.
Yeah. Yes, my Jomar debacle was a men's cold weather box. Interesting. I was super excited but it didn't work out. But the description of the box was awesome. Okay.
That's unfortunate.
It didn't really play out. Yeah, you really are rolling the dice with Jomar. I've learned that. I'm kind of like, ooh, I'm rethinking a lot of times when I press the button with them because it hasn't always been good. Comfortable is king. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Weird cells. To me in the, I know, right? I wasn't even expecting to find that in a men's clothing box, but I was like, I will take it. Yes. And don't ask for measurements or other stupid questions like, is the fabric breathable? My favorite will always be, and I get it all the time, what is the percentage of spandex in that? Why? Why? It says stretch, and now I just take the material tag, I take a picture of it, and I post it on the listing. I'm just over it. I'm like, maybe you can't fit that. And if you need a lot of stretch, that might not be your size, or maybe you should pass, you know. It is weird. I love ugly sweaters. They sell so well. I remember when I first started sourcing, I was like, ooh, pass. And then after I learned a little bit, I was like, pick it up.
Ching, ching, ching. Yes.
Money in the pocket. The old Cosby sweaters are selling like crazy. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Zoe, or is it true to size with the Exactly. Does this fit true to size? As long as they don't, you know, do the whole try it on thing. Can I see a picture? And women do this to me. Can I see a picture of you wearing it?
No.
It's not even my size. Because I'm selling it doesn't mean it's mine. There's a zillion sizes in my closet.
I can stick my toe in it. I can put a toe in it.
There you go. So true. Yeah, you kind of got to avoid that word these days. Yeah, don't put that in your keyword in your listing. Better not do that. I got a fabric question the other day, even though my material tag was pictured, but at least she bought it. Hey, at least that. You know, I've had people in the last couple of weeks bother the heck out of me about stuff. I'm like, girl, do you want it or not? I see the purse. Can you give me this one angle of it? I'm like, wow, it says excellent condition. I'm not going to sell you garbage. But, and then they finally end up buying it and you're like, oh, thank God, because I just spent a half hour messaging this girl back and forth, you know? Yeah, that gets frustrating. Must have great style confidence. Good for you. Yeah. I'm not modeling. Neither am I.
No.
Not happening. It feels creepy when they ask you to take a photo with the item on. I'm like, no, just now.
I'm not selling that.
Yeah, that's not what's for sale. I just wear what I like. I don't care what's in. I know. I agree 100%. You know, I'd love to be that trendy person, but in real life, it's whatever I enjoy wearing and is comfortable. Hey, we could be trendsetters. We're setting our own style. I like to think of it like that.
Exactly.
There are fans of toe pictures. So you can't get away from it, Dani. Not even a toe. Oh, Lord.
Well, I've seen some things. I'm on Facebook groups and the things that people have asked sellers to do. And some of them do it, and I'm not judging.
Yeah, I mean, whatever works for you.
Exactly.
That is nuts. Kelly says, well, I have toe cleavage in these. I was like, seriously? She bought my sandals and gave me a 3-star rating. Maybe too much toe cleavage. Oh, no. Goodness. That is so bizarre. You know, I really, with the low ratings, you guys, I have to tell you, I really think some people are just that person, like, you know, the Karen, like that person that just does not give out a 5-star rating and goes on Amazon and slams everybody that sells her an item. You know, I think some people just are that picky and are like that. You know, like you could just, you know.
Which is why I don't care about ratings. As long as it stays at a certain point, you're going to have more good than bad if you're a good seller. So for the negatives, I still got your money. So bye-bye.
It's bought and it's gone. It's out of my closets. Ew. And it was on Mercari too. Oh, gosh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, exactly. I got the toe cleavage question on a pair of sandals. I don't know what your toes look like or how the shoe will fit your foot. Exactly. I'm stealing toe cleavage. Yeah, I didn't know it was a thing. See what you learn in these chat rooms? It's awesome. Reply with, please send me the measurement of your second and third toe links. Oh my gosh. I'm sure they probably would though. Toe cleavage is an underused term. Absolutely. We need to say this more. Every rating is a payday. That's right.
I like that. I need to keep that in mind. You are correct.
You know what happened the other day? And I don't know if any of you have experienced this. I'm assuming probably one other person has, but I sold a lady a shirt, new with tags, brand new in packaging. Okay. And she gave me a 4-star rating, loved the shirt, but she said it had a smell to it. So I hope it comes out in the wash. I'm like, number one, you should wash it anyway because it's brand new. So you need to wash it. But I was really kind to her because I was like, oh my gosh, what happened? I don't understand how she got a smell. This is a smoke-free home and all that. Like I don't smoke. So I'm like, that's so weird. So I was concerned. So I messaged her and I'm like, look, I'm really sorry that happened. I have no idea how it had some kind of smell to it. But my guess, maybe because it was in a poly mailer, it was next to some other packages that had strong scents in the USPS truck because they put them in the, you know, the white little thingies. And I'm like, maybe it was next to something and, you know, smells do transfer, but I have no idea. But I told her, I said, I don't know if that happened during shipping, but I am so sorry to hear that. And she never even replied at all. Didn't say anything. So I'm like, yeah, you just wanted to complain.
Right.
Yep. And I use the no odor and all that, you know, I even put a little bit of it in my steamer. If I wash it, I just put it in the wash, but otherwise I put a little in my steamer, just make sure I'm steaming out any smells or scents. Genius.
I like that idea. So what do you put in your steamer?
I put that little, is it Zero Odor? I think it's called. I get it on Amazon.
Zero.
And it's like a spray. You can spray down clothing and then wash them. If there's you know how sometimes you get clothes with a basement smell or something. But I put just a little bit in that little water basin of my steamer when I go to steam clothes. So that way I make sure I steam out any smells that might be in there that I'm not picking up or something.
Please don't. I hate feet.
Yeah. Feet are gross to me. I only like baby feet. That's it.
Oh, yes.
I'm afraid I'm going to take some of my hair into the package and gross someone out. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Put it up in a clip.
I've had to undo an entire package for one piece of hair.
Oh my gosh. Isn't that the worst?
Yeah. Especially when you're rushing in the morning.
Yeah, that's me rushing. Actually, I rarely look at ratings. I see the notice Susie Shopper rated your purchase and I immediately click on redeem. That's me. Click redeem. Thank you. I had a lady complain because I wrapped the item in plastic. It was a t-shirt and a poly bag. Yeah, I actually saw there's another reseller here on YouTube that was talking about it. She's pretty well liked and viewed here. She's pretty popular. And she did a whole video last week on plastic, on wrapping things in plastic. And that for her, she doesn't double wrap things. She doesn't like to put them in plastic because, saving the earth and all that good stuff. And I was just like, I don't know, because we're having inclement weather right now, especially in the winter. And if I put something in a poly mailer, it could actually be sitting on someone's porch, getting snowed on, sitting in condensation, or it's humid out. I want to make sure the item arrives in one piece dry, so they can complain about the plastic if they want. I just want to make sure it's delivered to them in one piece the way that it is seen online. I do it, but I know some people feel very strongly about it.
Oh, they do. I've seen people get bad ratings for that, but I use the resealable Ziploc bags.
Mm-hmm.
That way, technically, you could reuse it.
Mm-hmm. True. Recycle.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I've done that and then had to start over. Gosh, I'm always afraid if I don't use a plastic bag in my mailer, it might get wet. That's my same thinking.
Me too.
My same thinking, because you can't predict the weather by the time it arrives where it's going. Wherever that is, if it's winter, we're having our monsoon storms. Me and Dani are dealing with all these thunderstorms right now. Yes. I've come home to boxes on my porch and the rain was so blustery that it came in sideways and my box was soaked. So those are times I would have liked to have had those items wrapped in plastic so that they're safe. So. Oh, wow.
Thank you, Grandma.
A little extra sugar and spice on the package, huh?
I try to stay positive.
Yeah. I fold in a bag. I can never store 700 items without clear bags. Yeah, same. My bins that I usually have behind me are all the plastic bags. They're all already put in there, ready to go.
Mine are a mess, as you can see behind me, but I'm working on that.
You're doing your inventory system, right?
Yes.
Yes. That's a big job. It really is, but it's so worth it.
It will be. You know what? And this is one of those things where I wish I had known before I started reselling, but you live and you learn. So, oh well.
Yeah, but now might as well get it done now and you don't have to worry about it again later. Let us know in the chat, you guys, what kind of inventory system are you using for all your goodies that you're sending out? How are you keeping it organized? The t-shirt smell really nice. Oh, that's awesome.
No, Grandma bought something for me. Thank you so much, Grandma.
Nice. A t-shirt, huh? Nice. Good deal. Awesome. So let me see. What was the other thing I was going to ask you guys? Oh, I know. Okay. I made a point of writing something down because I wanted to bring it up in chat. What do you guys do about other resellers spamming your Poshmark profile? Or I don't know if you can even do it on other profiles besides Poshmark, but definitely you can do it on Poshmark. I have had this happen lately and it's driving me crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like they come by and they're like, hey, love the closet. It's this copy and paste they use. Love your closet. My closet's awesome too. You should come and check it out. I'm doing a BOGO right now. Buy one, get one 50% off. And it's so that other people see that, other buyers see it when they look at your item on the listing, and I know it's a plug, but I'm like, it drives me nuts when people do that.
I hit spam twice.
Really?
Spam. Bye-bye.
Yeah, that's why I click the little spam flag. Yeah. Or some people I'll even block if they make me mad enough. I'm like, and you're gone. I'm like, dude, look at my closet, 1,600 listings. I'm a reseller too.
Right.
You don't have to come and put your commercial on my closet. I get questions all the time asking for photos of the actual item, and all my listings have pictures of the actual items. I just white out the background. Right.
Well, Zoe, that's a compliment.
I guess that is. It's like, oh, it looks like a stock photo. That you're doing a good job.
You need to teach me. Do a video on how you do your photography because I need help.
There you go. We don't talk about my inventory system. It's that bad. Oh no.
Don't feel bad, Veronica. Mine is awful.
Yeah, it's rough. I was tired of losing my items, and I'm going in there. I've got 20 minutes to package up a few things. Run in there, can't find it. It's not where it should be. And I'm like, So I learned to just inventory everything. Like tomorrow's my inventory day. It sucks. So it takes like 2 hours, but yeah, I just can't put myself through that painful experience anymore. I don't get a lot of those messages except when I won the listing challenge. Oh, wow. I straight up ignored them all. Yeah, that's what happened. If you win a challenge, like, this is a random fact, but I've won 4 times on one of the listing challenges.
Wow.
So people always say it's rigged, but I'm like, dude, I've won 4 times. I don't know why I win, but I do. And they give you like a $50 credit, that you can use. And I usually buy like poly mailers and stuff like that, or whatever, something I want to resell. But all of a sudden, like Veronica said, everybody comes on your closet and they make, congratulations, check out my closet. I've got a great sale going on. It's like, geez,
I wouldn't dare do that.
vultures.
I wouldn't dare. I don't have time for all of that.
Nope. I don't know why people do that. I'm like, come on, we're all reselling here. Most of us. Each bin has a letter. Okay, so this is for Heidi. Each bin has a letter and about 25 to 30 Ziploc bags with that letter on it. Bagged item goes in any available bin bag and bin letter recorded in the custom field. When sales, reuse the bin bag. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I like that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's what I have, A1, B1. A2, B2. That's how I do it. I guess it is. I know where everything is, kind of. As long as you can find it. Yeah, 4 wins. It's so bizarre because I hear people say all the time, nobody ever wins that. And I'm like, I won 4 times, but I'm keeping that quiet. Nobody needs to know because I don't want you posting on my closet. My inventory system needs a lot of attention and I have to search for stuff more often than I would like, but I am hating inventory stuff. It's the worst. When I decided I'd had it and I went through every single bin and took my laptop in there and just made a whole system, it took well over a week to get it all done. But now I just L1, boom, go pull it. Put it in a box, It was worth the time I had to put in for my sanity. I'm a geek. My very first items had item numbers on them and went in bin A, such a nerd. Hey, it works. It's however you can organize stuff in your head. I think that's the good thing.
What works best for you makes it easier for you. Actually, I have a system. It's just not as organized as it needs to be. All of my stuff is actually in my notes on my phone. So when I pull up the name, it tells me where it is.
Oh, good. Okay, so you can find it. Yeah. I had someone gaslight me, like, if you don't know what's going on, check your notifications. And I'm like, beep. I wasn't born yesterday, and I'm not spending my money with you. People are cuckoo, aren't they? Wow.
I love your response.
I'm crying laughing. Sometimes you just got to unleash it,
She asked for it.
Yeah.
Check my notifications. Check your desperation.
If you don't know what's going on, check your desperation. I like that one. One day I'm going to say something really mean to someone on there when they say, hey, we have a sale. I'm like, well, I got a sale too. Buy something. There it is. You're on my closet. Go buy it if you like it so much. It's crazy. I don't understand these people. I don't. Okay. So it's 7:13. I think we should do some of the would you rather questions.
Yes,
that's fun.
You had
because it's fun. It's Friday. We might as well get wild up in here, do some would you rathers and stuff.
And my coffee is kicking in.
Oh, you had coffee?
I needed it. It's been a day.
I thought you were going to have your tea. You had coffee. Oh, it must be a Friday then.
Yes.
There's a downside to social app platforms. Too much. Yeah. Especially on Poshmark. Yeah. That's the way to seal a sale. They decline offers immediately. Yeah.
Oh, did you see the one that Grandma said I was born at night? Well, I was born at night, but not last night.
Not last night. Exactly. I did see it. Oh, it's 10:13 there. Sorry. Yeah, it's only 7:13 here. Oh my gosh. Bizarro. Okay, I'm gonna pull it up. And let's see your answers. First question. Would you rather always be late or always be unprepared?
Late. I don't like to be
I agree. I love being early, but I would really dislike being unprepared.
Yes.
Like I'm an organized freak.
I get anxiety if I'm not prepared. I don't know what to do. I like to control situations, and no.
For sure. Like I'll just be late, and even that bothers me.
Exactly.
So 77% of people answered the same as us. Always be late. And that's what Zoe says. She would want to be late. I'm too type A to not be prepared. Totally. Yeah, we're all saying late. I'll just be late. Okay, next question. Would you rather kiss a jellyfish or step on a crab?
Neither.
They both sound painful, actually.
Exactly. I think I would rather step on something than your foot. You can take a lot more, I think, than your lips.
Yeah, true.
Why would they step on it?
Yeah, and you might step on the back of their
exactly.
The hard shell, so you might be okay. You might not get clawed. 75% of people said step on a crab. Too late, but crab. Yep. I don't like seafood. I mean, creatures. Well, you don't have to eat them. Crab. Finding Nemo said the tops of them don't sting. Oh, I see what you can learn from Finding Nemo. I didn't know that. My foot. And then how are you going to show off your sandals with the toe cleavage if you mess up your feet and they get all cut up? You don't want that.
I have. Yes.
There's nothing like it in the world.
Noah, have you guys ever stepped on those Goodwill tags? The little things I don't know. Does your stores do that? The little
plastic?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Have you ever stepped on those?
No.
They hurt.
Ooh, no, that's new. I have not done that yet. Okay, next one. Would you rather that, oh gosh, this one's painful, that Star Trek was never created, Star Trek, Spock, this one, whatever it is, or the Star Wars was never created? Which one would you give up?
I like Star Trek.
You like Star Trek?
Yes.
So you're okay with giving up Star Wars?
Yes.
I could never give up Star Wars. Oh my gosh, we're Star Wars fanatics in my house.
I grew up without cable.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, the pop tags, yeah. Grandma says she's done that.
Yes, they hurt.
Oh gosh, the worst. Star Wars. Oh my gosh, 2 Star Wars. What is wrong with these people?
Yes, Veronica. Yes.
A room full of Trekkies. Oh, baby Yoda. Poor baby Yoda. Oh gosh.
He's adorable though.
Yeah. Which one has better resale value? That is, that's a good question. I'm wondering now. Both have a big following. Gosh, you have a great question. I have no idea.
Well, you know what? I would think Star Trek because Star Wars is oversaturated. It's everywhere.
Yeah, now it is that Disney bought it. So oversaturated. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Criminally cruel question. I agree, Heidi. It's painful. Yeah. I guess if Star Trek sells higher, I'll go with them. Star Wars does have better resale value, I think. Okay. Yeah. Came out the year I was born. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I'm going to say most people probably want to keep their Star Trek. So let's see. Ooh, only 25% of people said Star Wars never created. Yay.
They just don't know.
I know. What's wrong with them? I sold a Star Trek doll. It's like the nurse Christine. I don't know. I used to watch that when I was younger, Star Trek, but I have one of those that I found in an antique store. It's still in the package, and I sold it. It was super popular. A lot of people were interested in that one. Okay, here's your next question. Would you rather be able to travel everywhere for free or be able to eat everywhere for free?
Travel.
Definitely travel for me. Yeah.
I didn't have to think about that one. Travel.
Yeah, definitely travel. That would so be, because food, you eat it and you're done.
Right, but the experience lasts a lifetime.
Yeah, true. The memories, the photos. Dr. Crusher. No, it was like Dr. Christine something. She was a blonde. And it was from the original Star Trek. Can you imagine what someone would pay for the original Captain Kirk? Oh my gosh. I cannot imagine. A lot of money, I'd say. People go, they still do those conventions in Vegas. The Star Trek conventions, and they dress up in the costumes. Ooh.
I would love to go to that.
It would be fun to go to. People are very serious about it. I used to have a coworker that would every year she had her Star Trek costume and she'd go to Vegas for that convention.
Oh wow.
She was not playing. Okay.
Pack a sandwich, yes.
I have. Yeah, travel money's harder to come by. Pack a sandwich.
I'm with you. Pack a sandwich.
I don't poop.
Exactly, Grandma. You can't poop out of it.
Yeah, the original Star Trek. Yeah, Crusher was Next Generation. Yeah.
You guys are making me want to go watch some old shows.
I know, right? I wonder if they still play the old Star Trek.
I'm quite sure it's somewhere.
I bet it is somewhere on cable.
Mm-hmm.
And they speak Klingon. Yes, they do at the convention. They speak Klingon. It's a whole thing. Okay, here's another question for you guys. Last one. Would you rather save up your money for a house or spend your money on fun adventures?
Honestly, well, right now we're trying to get a house. But honestly, I would say fun adventure. I don't know. It depends on where you are in life. And right now, mine is true. Mine is a house. That is
very true. Yeah.
If I didn't have a child, I would say adventure.
Yeah, that's true. It does depend on what stage you're on, because I agree. When you have kiddos and they're younger, it's so important to just spend the money and make the memories with them, because you don't get that back later when you're retired and you're driving your RV. Everything. That is true. Everything plays on the internet. House, I'm lame. That's not lame. It's good. It's a good investment.
That's adulting. That's what I call it. I have to adult right now.
Adult stuff. That's right. Oh, Heidi, I've been thinking about that show. I've seen it on Amazon and I'm like, will it be good? Because I love a good space series or an adventure.
Oh, I hadn't heard of it.
Have you guys watched the one with Chris Pratt that's on Amazon right now? It's like The Tomorrow War.
Yes, it was good.
I thought it was so good.
It was really good.
And it's got terrible reviews.
Why? It was.
I don't know.
He's a good.
It was great.
I loved it.
I loved it too. No one in my family ever owned a house, so yeah, it makes sense. I have a house, so I'll take the fun adventures as long as I don't have to hike. Oh, I'm with you. No hiking, fun adventures. I don't have kids. Okay, yeah. What was the question I was typing? So the question was, would you rather save up your money for a house or spend your money on fun adventures? Which would you rather do? Yes.
Yeah,
Chris
he
Pratt
is adorable.
Adorable.
He's a great actor.
Yeah, he's a really good actor. I thought it was well done for being a Amazon movie. But and then what's the other? I saw another space movie the other day that was really good. Oh my gosh, I can't remember what it was called. On one of these apps.
Right.
I just binged Lupine. Oh, isn't that a good one?
I've seen it.
It's hard for me to do Did you watch it, Dani?
I haven't, but I've been thinking about it.
It's a smart film. It's French, so you got the subtitles, and it's hard for me to watch some subtitle movies or films, but it was really crafty, really well done. I'm almost done with part 2. I'm not finished with it yet. I need
to go check it out.
Yeah, it's really, it's worth, stick through like that first episode, keep watching it. It's smart. I think it was better than the reviews say, but not great. Chris Pratt's pretty great. But yeah, Chris Pratt, I mean, he's awesome. Yeah, I thought it was interesting, really interesting. Sold my house, love renting, something breaks, call the guy. I understand that.
That's what we're doing now, trying to weigh our options because I'm not handy in that way.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, because if something goes wrong, you have to replace the AC, the water heater, whatever, because my husband and I have talked about it too, and we're renting right now, but we want to eventually buy, but we know he's probably going to get promoted soon and we're going to have to move. So what's the point of buying right now? So like, we'll just wait till we know where you're going, Yeah. And it's nice. Like you said, you just call down there. Something's wrong. Come fix it.
Yes. That is nice.
It is dubbed in English. Yeah. Really good show. We're seriously considering that as our retirement plan. This house is getting old. I live in a big apartment complex, and a lot of the people that live here are retired couples. They said, I gave up my house and I don't want to have to worry about anything breaking down, and I moved into an apartment. Makes sense to me.
Smart.
Except for the older lady that lives below me complains all the time, but I'm like, sorry. That's life. I have to jump. Unfortunately, it's late for us East Coasters. Oh, I know it is. It's time for us to wrap things up. When we're preparing to retire, we need a kitchen, a driveway, and irrigation. Sold that sucker. Good for you. Good for you. That's smart. Okay, ladies. Well, thank you for popping in and chatting with us. We had a good time. We'll see you again in 2 more Fridays, and we'll do it all over again. So have a good night. Appreciate all of your feedback and your good conversation. It's been awesome. And we'll talk to you soon. Don't forget to check out Zoe Chat's channel. And I'm going to watch Veronica's stuff because she told me to.
Exactly.
Have a good night, everybody.
Bye, you guys.